Maria, can we sit down and talk for a moment? I've been thinking a lot about everything that happened recently, and I really need to apologize.
Of course, James. I can see that you're serious. What's on your mind?
Well, I want to start by saying that I'm really sorry for how I handled things. I know I hurt you, and that was never my intention. I've had some time to reflect, and I realize I was not being the partner you deserve.
Thank you for saying that. It's been really difficult for me. I felt ignored and unimportant, and it hurt deeply.
I completely understand why you would feel that way. I was so caught up in my own issues and stress that I didn't take the time to notice how my actions affected you. I should have been more attentive and aware of your feelings.
Exactly. When you were distracted, it felt like my feelings didn't matter. I tried to reach out, but it seemed like you weren't really listening.
I get it, and I'm truly sorry for that. It was thoughtless of me to let my own distractions overshadow your needs. I want to be better for you, and I want to be more present in our relationship.
I appreciate you acknowledging that. It's important for me to feel heard, and I want us to work together to strengthen our communication. It's not just about saying sorry. It's about changing behaviors too.
Absolutely. I'm committed to doing better. I've been thinking about how I can show you that I value our relationship. I don't want to repeat the same mistakes.
That would mean a lot to me. I think it's essential for both of us to be on the same page. When you apologized, it opened the door for healing, but it's going to take more than just words.
I completely agree. I want to know what I can do to help restore your trust. I know it won't happen overnight, but I'm willing to put in the effort.
One thing that would help is if you could check in with me more often. Just little moments to show you care, even if it's a quick text during the day.
I can definitely do that. I'll make it a priority to touch base with you, even if it's just to ask how your day is going. It's the little things that matter, right?
Exactly. And I'll also work on expressing my feelings better. Sometimes I bottle things up, and that's not healthy for either of us.
That's a good point. Open communication is key. Let's make a pact to share our feelings as they come up, so we don't let them build up.
I like that idea. It can be scary to be vulnerable, but it's worth it in the long run.
Yes, and I want to emphasize that I'm really sorry for my actions. I never want you to feel unimportant or overlooked. Your feelings matter to me.
Thank you, James. It's nice to hear that. I know you're working on it, and I truly appreciate your effort.
I'm glad to hear that. I've realized that being in a relationship means being accountable for my actions. It's not always easy, but it's essential for both of us.
Exactly. And I think it's important to remember that an apology is just the first step. It's about creating a space for dialogue, understanding, and ultimately, forgiveness.
That's a great point. I've learned that an effective apology involves acknowledging the mistake, expressing genuine regret, and being willing to listen. It opens the door for healing and rebuilding trust.
And let's not forget about forgiving. After an apology, it's essential to let go of the hurt. Holding on to past grievances can weigh down a relationship.
That's so true. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself and your partner. It allows you to move forward together.
And, of course, everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect, and it's part of being human. The key is to learn from those mistakes and grow together.
Well said. I also think it's important to understand that some apologies can be harder than others. It depends on the situation and the feelings involved.
Absolutely. Some situations are more complex and emotions can run high. It's not always easy to find the right words, especially when you're feeling hurt or angry.
Exactly. And sometimes it might take time for someone to be ready to accept an apology. I want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for being patient. I think it's essential to allow each other the time and space to process our feelings. It's okay to take a step back and gather your thoughts before coming together again.
That's a great perspective. It's all about finding the right balance between expressing feelings and allowing time for healing. What do you think we can do to help each other through this process?
For me, it helps when we both check in regularly. Maybe we can set aside some time each week to talk about how we're feeling. This way, we can address any issues before they build up.
I love that idea. Regular check-ins can create a safe space for both of us to be honest about our feelings. Plus, it can strengthen our connection.
Exactly. And it's also important to celebrate the little victories, like when we communicate well or when one of us makes an effort to say, "I'm sorry."
Yes, recognizing those moments can build a more positive atmosphere in our relationship. It shows that we're both committed to growth.
And let's not forget to be kind to ourselves. Apologizing and forgiving can take time, and it's okay to have ups and downs during the process.
Absolutely. Self-compassion is key. It helps us to be more understanding of each other's journey as well.
So, to sum it all up, an effective apology involves more than just saying, "I'm sorry." It requires acknowledgement, genuine regret, and a commitment to change.
And it's a process that involves communication, understanding, and eventually forgiveness. We're both learning and growing together.
Thank you for being open to having this conversation. James, I feel more hopeful now.
Thank you for being open to having this conversation. Maria, I feel more hopeful now. Thank you for being willing to listen. Maria, I'm grateful for this moment and for you. Here's to better communication and understanding.
Together, yes, I feel more connected to you, and I'm excited about what's next for us.
Me too. Let's continue to support each other and work through our challenges together.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today in this important conversation about the art of apologizing.
We hope you found this discussion helpful and relatable. Remember, it's never too late to apologize and mend a relationship.
Yes, keep communicating, keep forgiving, and enjoy your journey together.